Well, look at what we have here. Yet another Monday in the string of Mondays that never end. On the bright side, unlike last Monday, this time we're talking about warmer weather. And yes, more showers and thunderstorms. Fog too. Let's get into it in this Monday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Wahaho Chilio. It is a super duper Monday here, the 22nd of January 2024. I'm Texas Storm Chasers, Baldy in Chief David Reimer, and yeah, we've had a rumbly night across portions of the state. We had flash flooding in San Antonio with 2 to 3 inches of rainfall, some flooding near the airport and on the airport, apparently. We've had a flash flood warning there. We've had some freezing rain up in Texoma, parts of North Texas, where some icy bridges made for chaos and mayhem at 75 and 82 in Sherman overnight. And much more rain is on the way for the eastern half of Texas, in addition to thunderstorms with a warming trend this week. If you're tired of winter, well, here you go. Your chance for some warmer weather is on the way. Let's get into it with the latest high-resolution rapid refresh model. So before today, tonight, into Tuesday, you can see storms continuing through the afternoon across the eastern half to eastern third of Texas. Some redevelopment tonight of scattered showers and storms with a big old cluster by Tuesday morning. Pretty much, it's for almost the entire state's going to get rain over the next couple days. That's about the best way I can put it. It'll be off and on. It won't be consistent for any one location over the next several days. But yeah, we're going to have multiple opportunities for rain. More fog tonight. If it's not pouring rain where you are, there's a decent chance you're going to have some locally dense fog. In fact, we've got freezing fog this morning in the Panhandle, West Texas. But as temperatures warm today, tonight, into Tuesday, we'll be done with the winter mischief with pure rain expected across the state, and some of that rain will be quite heavy at times. In fact, here, I'll just show you real quick beyond Tuesday. Here's Wednesday and Thursday. We'll let this go back to the beginning, but rain chances, especially across the eastern third of Texas, will continue on Wednesday night, and Thursday morning, again with the highest chance of rain across the eastern half of the state. But we may see some showers across West Texas, the Permian Basin, down into Big Bend, and some of that rain will be heavy, and the threat for flooding, especially in the coastal plains, southeast Texas, the Golden Triangle, and East Texas, even the Brazos Valley, will be a concern Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we may be quiet on Thursday with another chance for showers and storms Friday with an arriving cool front. So a pretty darn wet week across the state. Let's take a look at the severe weather outlook. Today, not likely. Will probably remain a bit too stable for that, though there may be some stronger storms with lightning, heavy rain, small hail, gusty winds. Tomorrow, Tuesday afternoon into the early evening hours, a low chance for a severe storm or two. And from the coastal bend up Interstate 37 from Corpus Christi to San Antonio, east through the coastal plains, the Brazos Valley, central Texas, into southeast Texas, the upper Texas coast, into the Golden Triangle. Pretty much Corpus Christi up to Galveston, Beaumont, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, Austin over to College Station. This does include the Houston Metro. Low chance for a couple of stronger storms with maybe some quarter-size hail. Localized wind gust of 50 to 60 miles an hour, and a very low threat of a brief tornado. We'll keep an eye on this and see if any corridors of slightly higher potential arise, but otherwise, this is probably going to remain fairly close to the Gulf Coast. So we get into Wednesday, same thing, except more confined to the Gulf Coast, from Corpus Christi to Victoria to Houston to Jasper in the Golden Triangle, and the piney woods of East Texas. So same thing, gusty winds, maybe some small hail. Can't totally rule out a brief tornado, so not a high threat for severe storms over the next few days, but not totally out of the question, close to the middle and upper Texas coast. Now, this is what's going to be the kicker over the next few days, forecast rain totals. Now, keep in mind, we already had 3 inches of rain overnight in San Antonio. This runs from 6 a.m. this morning through 6 a.m. Saturday. An additional at this point, 2 to 5 inches of rain from San Antonio to Austin to Waco to Dallas to Sherman, points east. Across the Ark-La-Tex, East Texas, the Brazos Valley, Southeast Texas, into the Golden Triangle, we're talking widespread 5 to 7 inches of rain this week. through Saturday morning. Now, that's not all going to fall in one day, hopefully not, but nevertheless, that will definitely cause quite a bit of water to start flowing into the rivers. The word completely left my head. It's a Monday. Streams, creeks, rivers, lakes, watersheds, etc. So we're definitely going to see a lot of water coming out of the sky. Definitely the potential for localized flooding to develop as we get into, well, today, tonight, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that flooding may become a bit more widespread by Tuesday and Wednesday as we start to see a higher density and a higher quantity of rainfall occur. So again, this is a pretty impressive rain map with up to a ½ inch of rain possible as far west as places like Childress, McLean, Canadian, Plainview, Lubbock, down to Abilene, East San Angelo, all the way down to Del Rio, Eagle Pass. And we could also see 1/10 to 1/4 inch of rain far west Texas, the borderland, Guadalupe Mounds, Davis Mounds, the Trans-Pecos, El Paso, Van Horn, even some rain in the Panhandle into Big Bend. So a very wet week ahead for the state, and flooding is probably going to become a bigger issue. Although hopefully we don't see anything too high impact, but definitely when you see this much rain fall over a large area, that will definitely saturate the soils, and anything from here on out, next week, whatever, will definitely have an increased threat of producing flooding. So you wanted to get rid of any sort of drought and start filling up lakes? Well, here you go for the eastern half of Texas. It is gonna rain quite a bit this week. And with that, we're going to see a warmer air mass invade. High temperatures today, 60s, low 70s. Southeast Texas, Golden Triangle, back to San Antonio, Concho Valley, Permian Basin, Big Bend, out into the borderland of far west Texas. Highs in the 50s, Panhandle, West Texas. Generally speaking, 40s today. Texoma, North Texas, the Ark-La-Tex. As we go into tomorrow, we're going to be a state divided. Northwestern half of Texas, highs, cool side in the 40s, with 60s and 70s southeastern half of Texas, lower 80s down in the Rio Grande Valley, looking at 81 Tuesday afternoon in McAllen. We'll look at that warmer air mass trying to advance a little more northwest. On Wednesday, high temperatures southeastern 2/3 of Texas, upper 50s, 60s, 70s, low 80s, with highs still struggling to get out of the 40s in the Panhandle, with about 51 in Lubbock, 57 in El Paso, 56 in Marfa, 58 in Alpine on Wednesday. As we go into Thursday, highs generally warming up in the Panhandle, finally getting into the 50s for y'all, 60 for Lubbock, 60s and 70s southeastern 75% of Texas, with maybe an 80 in the Rio Grande Valley. Then we're going to start seeing a cool front arrive on Friday. This is not a strong cold front. It'll knock lows back down into the 20s in the Panhandle, so considering highs last week were in the teens in the Panhandle, lows in the 20s we'll deal with. So highs upper 40s, low 50s, Panhandle, West Texas, with 60s, 70s, southeastern half of Texas, maybe a couple of 80s. So a very wet week, but for the most part, much warmer across the southeastern half of Texas. It'll still be cool in the Panhandle, West Texas, but hey, you know what? Highs in the 40s certainly beats highs in the teens. In El Paso, hey, you know what? Highs in the 50s and low 60s, all the way into Big Bend, not bad. As always, you can get your local weather forecast, interactive weather radar, and more in the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. You get notification when we publish these daily Texas weather roundups if you so choose. Just search for Texas Storm Chasers, the Apple app, Google Play stores, and as always, visit us. Yeah, words difficult. Yep, it's a Dave Monday. Visit us on the web at TexasStormChasers.com. We'll keep an eye on things and post updates as needed. Remember, turn around, don't drown. If you come upon high water, especially be mindful of that after the sun sets. We'll watch things. Y'all have a good Monday. God bless.